One of the players we are most likely going to be talking about a lot more for the rest of January in the next few days is going to be Mateta. Now, since Mark Gahey has left Crystal Palace, we know from the other rant that Oliver Glasner, the manager, made last time that he's going to be leaving at the end of the season. Nobody wants to be in a sinking ship. And I feel like Mateta knows he deserves better. It may not be Aston Villa, but they're the ones in the conversation right now. And apparently they're interested in signing him. The contract runs till June 2027, but he's not going to wait till then. Crystal Palace might have to accept the money that Villa bring, or if there's a better option, he most likely will be leaving in the next maybe few days. Some reports you hear about and they're crazy. But again, we know from football really that even the craziest can sometimes come true. And some people were saying, oh, now that Xabi Alonso is out at Real Madrid, of course Alvaro is probably not going to be around permanently for a long time, and they were saying, oh, Mikel Arteta might be one of their options, but according to sources close to him in the club, they claim although his contract is not yet up, his loyalty to Arsenal is too heavy that even if he were to leave, Real Madrid would not be his next destination. I guess Arsenal fans can be happy about that, but also if the man has started a project, he's not going to abandon it along the way now that he's so close. So it might not happen for the 43-year-old. His contract is expiring in the summer of 2027, but they most probably will give him a bigger offer before then. So something about Manchester City captain group. It contains Erling Haaland, there's Rodri in that one, Bernardo Silva, as Ruben Diaz, and they put out a joint statement after that embarrassing loss to Bodo Glimt in the Champions League. They will reimburse the 374 supporters who made the long journey all the way to Bodo Glimt, to Bodo. So obviously that will happen.
To money. Every time they lose.
Now who is going to give you them?
They reimburse the money.
Traveling every now and then. Why would I travel from Uganda?
Casemiro, you think he's going to cut you a check? I don't see that happening. But he seems like a nice guy. Which Man United player wouldn't cut you any of his check?
I know who can. Who? Fernandez can reimburse the money.
Yeah, he can. He's a very accountable person. The Australian Open started on Sunday. There's some big news yesterday. I was telling you about British #1. Shockingly, went out for the women's singles, Emma Raducanu. And now Novak Djokovic, he put up a very brilliant performance literally just a few hours ago to progress to the third round of the Australian Open. And he's 38 years old. What you see Ronaldo doing at Al Nassr and some of his wild goals, compare that in tennis terms. That is what Novak Djokovic is doing. Like every time you think he's out, he does something and you're like, this entire match, I can't believe it. It took him only 2 hours and 15 minutes and it was a 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 win against Italian newcomer Francesco Mestrelli. He's only 23 years old. He's a kid really. I think for him it was even an honor to be going up against Novak Djokovic.